They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River. Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Might be looking to run. Finds a man by himself. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
just a short pass to the tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hold and fire complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds the tight end. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Off play action. Showing the arm strength to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
On On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to fire deep. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Might be changing the route. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Give to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. From that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Simpson. Unloads it left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in on the right. Running free. Touchdown, West Virginia. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guys so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
The Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Open space at the 25. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Volunteer! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Off play action on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. They've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. He lets one fly deep. Snags it on the right. Open spaces. Inside the touchdown, Mountaineers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these plays take time to develop. Nice job by the offensive line, buying some time. And how about the quarterback with a great decision? Seeing his receiver start on the left side, come all the way across the formation, get him the football. He does the rest, gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And how about this call and excellent timing between the quarterback and running back on the angle route.
And how nice is it, Reese, on offense to have running backs that can catch the football, right? In these types of situations, on 3rd down, they can help your drives continue. They can give another element to this offense the defense has to worry about. This running back really is a weapon.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, you can. When you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Reads it, fires complete. Breaks it, and into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. They're trailing by just 4 to Iowa. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. The short hands, it's Ward. Still running at the 40. He's loose. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Using his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the move. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
Grabbed behind the line. It's Shelton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
The Mountaineers need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll give it to the back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially
And it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Thielen on third down. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Caught near the sticks. It's Ross. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Vaughn. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Throws for the tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They go to the draw. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 7 over Georgia Southern. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Firing to the right, complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
And the Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Jefferson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Brady. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He might want another play. They'll go with a direct snap. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Simpson. Moves away as he feels pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You've put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Vaughn. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the board.
And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The option look. The pitch. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Watson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Wants to go up top on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Leaves it with the back. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Davis. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown ball. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vaughn. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Willis. Now he gives him a little more breathing room as he works his way out to the 17. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Down 4 late. They have to convert on fourth down to keep hope alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buying some time. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the single back. Quick spin on the run. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete. A last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.